What's going on, man? It's just a quick voiceover. The vocals was a little too loud in the beginning, so we're gonna get straight to the ladies, their introduction. Make sure if you got collab requests that you are part of the membership. This right here is the CodenameSuper video. You already know, man. Long ass title. We ain't even gonna read all that. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, beautiful ladies. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Azzure. You can find me on Instagram at 949.pm and on TikTok at 949@night. I post fashion content and just whatever comes to mind.
Hi, I'm Bozz EJ. You can find me on IG, TikTok, everywhere else, the platforms that we can't discuss, at Bozz EJ. And you can find me there.
What it do, y'all, is Coldkissess. You can find me on Coldkissess on TikTok, Facebook, and IG. I'm a digital marketer. I hope you get the income / digital artist. I go live every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. Catch me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmineurose. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram with this name right here, Jasmineurose. I do live DJ sets on TikTok pretty much every day. And then I live in Miami, so I do like fashion, lifestyle, DJ content.
Hi everyone, my name is Rosie. You can find me on pretty much all social media platforms. That's choosing_Texas. I go live almost every day.
Hey guys, I'm Shalani. I'm a New Yorker, big Leo. Okay, you can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Shalani_SJC, and then TikTok at Shalano99. And I do dancing content.
Yeah. 接続持続可能時間は5分
I ain't gonna lie, that was a hell of an intro.
I don't know where the Yuta fraud allegations came from, so I personally had to go out my way to look for it, and they were talking crazy, talking about how he needs to get carried by Rika, he a bush camper, cause he just goes around sneaking. Even in this newest episode, they call him bro super bum, like damn. And my first thought was, why are we slandering Yuta when Gato right there? This man's whole ability is curse manipulation. He literally just spawns in any type of curse he took control of to come help him fight. And he still gets smacked by Toji, and basically year one Yuta. Finished off by his best friend, and after that, Sun got lobotomized by Kenjaku. Brody said, pass the controller, lame ass bitch. And to make it worse, he was better than Gato himself at using his abilities. Imagine someone hopping on your build and using it better than you ever could. Nah, I'm telling you, bro, we wasting resources calling the wrong people frauds. And let's be real, taking credibility away from him for winning with Rika ain't fair. Cause bro, this is JJK, home of the most unethical fights we will ever see. There isn't even any shame in jump, or any shame in spamming cheese moves and abilities. And on to the sneaking point they had for him, this has me crying, cause y'all was glazing Toji for being able to catch Gojo lacking off no sleep. I don't even forget. Him using a Shikigami that he basically created.
Hold up, he killed Gojo?
He what?
He killed Gojo? Or what happened? Azzure?
He killed Gojo. He killed Gojo twice, and Gojo came back and killed him.
Dang, I ain't know that.
I need you to catch up on the seasons.
I mean, the way he cut him from behind, like, I thought Gojo was the best, but dang, you know what I'm saying? To get beat like that, dang, I thought
he got sliced up twice in the series, and then they still can't kill him. He's just put away in a different realm right now.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Bro, this world is straight shea hoops. Nothing ethical around here. They need to learn to move honorable like Jalen Brunson. But anyways, let's start from the top. JJK Zero, where this man with just a year and some change manages to beat Gato and stop his 10-year plan in basically 5 minutes. Yuta's gonna start off by summoning Rika, holding this tough duo stance, so you know this going on the IG later. And Gato's gonna come out throwing level 5 mobs, playing with that boy Yuta like he not one of them. He makes quick work of them as he Mario jumps off his head with his Converses and runs up the hordes of mobs for more airtime. And they give us this first person view, letting us watch as he cuts them up one by one. And he starts free falling, hitting the toughest switch animation, putting his arms out to the side like he D-Wade lobbing up to Braun, allowing Rika to come in and eviscerate the rest, saving his fellow comrades. Yuta's gonna heal his teammates up and go back down to standing on the utility pole. Nah, who did it better? Gato then sends in Worms and his other mobs to fly right towards him. And Rika, being the useful homegirl she is gonna give Yuta a megaphone to use curse speech, allowing him to tell the curses to fuck off, eviscerating all the mobs instantly. So at this point, Gato's knowing he's gonna have to Thanos it, talking about some fine.
I'll do it myself.
Okay, one snap, come on.
Cloud weapon. And Yuta decides to W key, rushing Gato, closing the distance, clashing and flipping over. And Rika comes in to down smash, but Gato dodges. Then he comes in with 2 slash attacks and gets blocked. Gato attacks, but Rika comes in blocking like she is Susano arm and pushes him off. Yuta's
that ugly thing is a girl?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's Rika. They got married when they were kids, but she died. And now she just plays with him.
She like a walking STD. Dang. Okay.
Gonna jump at him, and bro, why is he lunging with this back turn? Gato blocks this attack and another slash, and Yuta's gonna do a front vault just to get blocked again. And I'm not gonna lie, ain't shit hitting but this animation, cause Rika swoops in to float him up, and Gato was still able to evade. Damn. Okay. So right now, Rika's just like, bet, let me get in on this. Lunges at him, tries to palm him.
They trying to jump over the slash, but ain't doing nothing.
Like, man, sit your ass down. Smacking him to the floor, causing him to dribble, with Yuta being in the air like he trunks for the finisher, but he was able to dip out again. And as he lands, Rika is ready to strike, throwing a punch, but he jumps and runs on her arm like this a Sonic boss fight. He jumps off her to attack Yuta, but he blocks and they clash again. And he's just like, get your weight up, as he pushes him 5 steps back and pushes off, getting him right where he wants him, in between him and Rika. But he jumps out, evading both. Then he flies through the sky and comes back down for a down air. Yuta blocks and he jumps to his left. And he starts hitting him with this helicopter propeller move. So Yuta just moves back, clashes, causing his getting him right where he wants him, in between him and Rika. But he jumps out, evading both. Then he flies through the sky and comes back down for a down air. Yuta blocks and he jumps to his left. And he starts hitting him with this helicopter propeller move. So Yuta just moves back, clashes, causing his sword to get stuck, and Gato throws him to the wall. And Yuta weaves, clashes again, and avoids another Rika sneak while blocking Yuta. And damn, I want to hate, but Gato is moving right now.
I know, right?
Are gonna simultaneously attack him, and he's able to block both at once. Then he proceeds to trap Yuta in tentacles, but Yuta not rocking with that weird shit, so he slashes out of it and gets smacked clean in the face by the weapon, causing him to roll right on his back, and it really would have been raps. But Rika swoops in last second to save him and get him out the way. And honestly, if it's here where people will be like, see, he needs help, he would have
your girl saving the day.
Say this, no one is barring Gato from spawning. He weak, and he probably would if it would be useful, but he probably knows there's nothing he could bring out that's competing with Rika, because he had no shame doing it against Toji. Anyways, Yuta rushes in, and Gato tries to whack his face, but Yuta blitzes the attack and teleports behind him, catching him off guard. He goes for a slash, and Gato is still somehow able to react in time, breaking his sword into pieces. But he fucked up though. He started talking shit way too early. Look at him just over there yapping. Shut your dumbass up. Now looking at it closely though, he did try to block it with the curse, but it wasn't enough, cause the punch still goes through, and he's turning bro 180, sending him dribbling off the ground. And he's standing there with white eyes out of rage. He think he Broly. He rolls on the floor and looks like this first year in some change student, really not about to foil his decade-long plan. He think he nonchalant. He think he Gojo. Yuta tells him to get his bitch ass up, and of course he listens like a good bitch.
He's a good one. A very good one.
A special great curse of his own. And with Yuta doing questionable things to motivate Rika for their final attack, she charges up, and Gato says this dumbass one-liner.
You fight for love, I'll fight to win.
Just for Brody to get absolutely
ain't it the same thing?
Struggle or nothing. Son just gets fried. Left that bitch with the future Gohan. I'm crying. There's no way he felt like he was gonna win that. He can't sense the power of the attack or something. I thought they could sense curse energy like how Z characters can sense someone's ki and power. Look at the aftermath, bro. Ain't no way he stood in the face of that. But yeah, he loses. So now it's time to move on to the next encounter. Him versus Yuji. First off, why did he pull up like this?
This what it is right here, Yuji.
Holding the zestiest stance I've seen since Raccoon. But this whole encounter was really nothing but a big ass no diff. He just running him out of town, trying to get him isolated and alone, so he could achieve his goal in faking Yuji's death. After chasing him around for a bit, he picks the most deserted spot to lead him towards. a movie theater showing Madam Web, and Yuta's just over there throwing the most nonchalant
They was
sword
fighting in
swing
a
I've
movie
ever seen.
theater?
They end up breaking out, and Yuta continues throwing out suppressed attacks, and still, each one had Itadori sweating bullets. He manages to graze him, and Itadori dips out of there, sliding on cards and jumping through a Jeep Wrangler, equipping this pocket knife. And he puts his spare energy into this weak-ass knife and proceeds to clash with him. But it's simply just a mismatch, as Yuta leans in to knee him, causing him to fall back, and he comes forward swinging. His knife's gonna break while he gets cut up, but he's able to step and break Yuji's sword, causing him to back off.
Oh, wow.
So now he believes that Yuta is free eats without his sword, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Because as Yuji's running in, Yuta's useful homegirl's gonna come in and hits him with her OP grab animation, stopping him in his tracks.
They jumping everybody though.
We're getting loud as Yuta walks up to stab him, unofficially offing him. But hey, that counts as
unofficially.
A win. And another win that we are giving him is when he smacked the shit out of Chozo. This way, if he wanted to, he would have kept the situation. So now let's finally get to Sendai Colony. So it's here where we witness nothing but greatness. They really dropped Yuta in his own section like Prime Daquan in Tilted Towers and said, yeah bro, go clear it out. And all for rip, he murks his special grade one-shotting Groove.
Oh, not
back
this
in the
old
trash
dude.
era of JJK, where they're facing straight plumbers. This man conquered the whole archipelago with this paper cut.
Bro, he's skinny as hell.
He just gets fried in a millisecond to Yuta. He stood no chance. And the real action is gonna begin here, cause Yuta's gonna attempt at being heroic, charging in and giving bro the cleanest dap up we've seen since Bakugo and Midoriya. But unfortunately, that was his last, as he gets separated by the roaches. And the rest of them come after the other civilians that Yuta wasn't able to get to. So he calls upon his useful homegirl Rika to protect the civilians. And she does it, successfully using the master hand technique to squash the horde. Then after, he's met by Berlizzi waiting under the water bridge. And he immediately tries to attack, but gets done in quickly as he deflects the first attack, cuts the arm with the sword, and skewers his arm with this katana, pinning it to the wall.
What, he fighting a roach?
And gets sent flying back. He tries finishing him right then and there. On his Piccolo and Trunk shit, they not there to mess around. But he's able to deflect them off and turns into a raid boss. Then he's gonna get rushed, and the animation is just way too clean. He's doing acrobatic vaults, running on walls, and with one slash, he's gonna deflect all the roaches. And Kuroshi thought he could sneak in the roaches, trying for a surprise attack to which Yuta blocks. He's gonna put up two fingers like he really using a jutsu.
I'll be scared as hell if a roach could walk like that.
He ends up sending this grandiose ass attack just for Yuta to deflect it easily. Yuta lands and the roaches are gonna create a tornado around him. So he has to pay homage to his favorite IG photo angle, stabbing the sword in the ground and dispelling them away. And this is how you know he really put the theatrics. Cause he's gonna sheath this sword just to use it not even 3 seconds after. Bro unequipped it for nothing. As he cuts the bugs, he gets hit with mysterious liquids, causing him to fight with his eyes closed. He proceeds to block an attack with his back turned and blocks 2 more attacks. So naturally, I'm thinking,
giant roach.
he's about to go crazy. Giant roach walking standoff, and then attack each other, with Yuta holding this confident ass stance. So I'm thinking, oh GG's, he got him. But he starts bleeding and falling to the ground. And they show us what really happened. Dude got catapulted.
What would y'all do if y'all seen a roach like that in real life?
I run the other way.
Going the other way, right?
Right. Fuck that, right.
But, hey, I'm telling you,
right exists.
that look like a crackhead roach. That thing gonna be fast.
Right.
I'm sure it flies.
Right.
Honestly, burn the whole house down. He can have it.
For real. God dang, hey, for real. Better get a sword, slice that bit, bang.
Right. It probably teleport.
Mm-hmm. Face.
Coming out his shoulder, and he got violently cut in the stomach. So I'm wondering, why is he trying his hardest to hold this pose? Like he didn't know he just got shitted on. We see the wound, bro. He's gonna get grabbed up by Kuroshi, and Yuta just gives bro a whole smooch, causing bro to completely eviscerate. And not even 1 second after that, Shorty appears and he just gets blasted away. Gets sent into the building, and she tries punching him, but he tries punching back, making him hit the involuntary gum pistol. Then she hits him with the stage change again, sending him into this nice ass art exhibit, and they couldn't help but take in the scenery. But then he really takes a look at her after looking around, and he says,
"This look pretty good, man." Where your clothes at?
And she goes to choke him for asking her.
I don't know where her clothes at. She naked out
and
here.
He tries making her unhanded, but she has him doing involuntary Mr. Fantastic stretches. So now he's just sitting there getting choked out. And while
Where's
that's
his
happening,
girl
they're
at?
gonna get third party by Ryu as a beam gets shot across the map. Shit may look like a Kamehameha, but it carries Final Flash tendencies as it doesn't finish the job. Yuta's gonna hit the dash, and Ryu's going to fire multiple beams, making this look like a video game Sonic trailer.
Bruh,
Like, look
I
at this
ain't
shot
gonna lie.
right here.
That's crazy.
It's not one-to-one. Multiple blasts are gonna blow up the bridge, and when smoke clears, we see nothing there, with the camera panning to Ryu, completely lost. But he's gonna surprise him by sneaking behind and throwing a punch, but he's still able to react, blocking the right as well. And then takes a step back, and we see the punch left his hand steaming. He's going to go in for a punch, to which Yuta blocks, and he does a flurry of even more attacks. But Yuta's defense was too good. He blocks all of them until they get to a point where they're just standing back to back. And I don't know what to call this move other than a literal back shot. Got him in the air, and the G-force
Not a back shot. Taking all the back shots.
He lands on the building, weaves the beam, and he gets punched straight down. And Ryu must have watched Iron Man 2 before this, because he uses his special attack, spinning around and cutting the building as a whole, causing it to crumble. And Yuta manages to escape the building, and he's chilling on the electrical lines. And he comes in with the Superman punch, but Ryu's able to block it, and he tries to spam light attacks, but Ryu blocks him and punches him square in the face. And as he falls back, he clenches his fist like, nah, where you going? And Yuta locks back in, jumps over, grabs his neck, and he got him in a full chokehold.
Oh yeah,
and this
he's
is where
done now.
Ryu's IQ kicks in. Instead of struggling trying to pry his arm off, he's gonna use the beam to hit Yuta into the wall, crash through it, and Yuta's gonna switch hand positions and hit him with a suplex. Then he tosses his ass out the apartment, and just like a Caribbean parent, he uses the first object in his sights to go beat this man.
Like
grabbing
a Caribbean
clothing rail,
parent.
flies
Facts.
in, imbuing it with purple aura, looking like Gambit. And he tries unleashing a full Donatello moveset on him, but it doesn't work. As he jumps
Dang.
up,
Shout
fires
out to
at
the
him,
gold
and it hits his
Donatello.
hand, giving him the reverse Michael Jackson. He fires another beam, but Yuta blocks it for a bit and
Reverse
gets sent
Michael
back
Jackson,
into the
okay.
dome. And just like Sukuna and Shibuya, he's gonna do a horizontal backflip up the wall. He gets some space of his own, says,
Get this stupid black shit off of me!
healing himself, and Mans is gonna punch this whole wall just to make sure he gets no rest. And as he's falling down, he's gonna hit him with a down air, sending him crashing to the floor. And Sun just starts aggressively moonwalking into the tunnel with the goal of giving Yuta less room to work with. But Yuta isn't a bitch, so he runs in no fear. Season 1 Midoriya still can't relate and starts blocking the beam. And Ryu's like, okay, let's see how you fare against this. Sends an even more powerful beam that splits the pole and is targeted to the middle of his head. But still, even at the last second, he's able to dodge. And with this new
he got no
information,
quick
we know that his
reflexes.
weak ass pole not gonna block the beam.
Quick
He proceeds
reflexes.
to run around the edges corkscrew style, and as he gets close, Ryu says, nah, fuck that, I'm ulting. Fires the beam, covering the whole tunnel, unraveling his hair. And here we go with this cartoon Tom and Jerry ass shit, cause he's just gonna take a whole train and hits him with it. He jumps over, leading to Yuta kicking him right up in the air. And
Not
he's
a
gonna
whole
keep up the
train.
pressure, chasing him down. He continues to fix his hair to shoot a beam, but Yuta meets it with a fist, causing him
he
to get
just
blasted
oil
out the
farming
building.
at this point.
And as if that wasn't enough, he's gonna get wombo combo by Uro, as she was camping right outside to hit him with a down air right to the ground. Ryu is tight that Shorty decides to pull up in third party like he didn't do the same shit 2 minutes ago, and he fires. She counters it with sky manipulation to bend the beam and sends it right back to him, same day shipping. And now Yuta's understanding that the situation is getting critical, so he puts on the ring, which spawns in his useful ass homegirl, Rika,
What's that, his
allowing her
red
to fight
ring?
right beside him and supply him with
That's
strength.
like a wedding ring,
But
ain't
the
it?
catch is the connection lasts 5 minutes, so we gotta wrap this up quickly. The boxing starts off with Rika flying in, and right before Uro decides to move out the way, Yuta's gonna take Toge's move and say this.
Don't run too far. I don't feel like running very fast today.
Causing her to stop in her tracks, and we get this Persona all-out attack cutscene. Like she's getting absolutely jumped. And bro over there, mad he not getting in on the action. So he fires an attack right at him. Each party moves out the way, and Rika's gonna launch Yuta like how Boruto does to his clones, right at Ryu. And he's gonna Superman punch him right into the streets. And look at Rika being a useful homegirl, holding him up. The teamwork's a beautiful
hey, that's
sight to
nice.
see.
Hey, they're a
Hero's gonna
good
proceed
team.
to come in and billow reality, causing Enrica's gonna launch Yuta like how Boruto does to his clones, right at Ryu. And he's gonna Superman punch him right into the streets. And look at Rika being a useful homegirl, holding him up. The teamwork's a beautiful sight to see. Uro's gonna proceed to come in and billow reality, causing every owner of car insurance companies to have a random heart attack, as over 200 cars get flung up in the sky simultaneously. And in the midst of the concrete tsunami, they said, any time, any place, any condition, it don't matter. We boxing. Said this stage hazard doesn't mean shit to me. As he slides down Fire and Blast, Yuta comes running in, blocking with his Genos arm. They collide and Yuta's gonna hit a one-arm twisting kick, but he blocks and tries for a kick of his own. And oh my goodness, look at this view. We got the fight over here, the moving terrain in the back. It's beautiful. I can't believe this man Shota really leaving Mappa after this episode. He really said, yeah, let me drop 60 on my way out. I know the day he left there.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant, man.
And it only gets better from here, because Ryu's gonna grab Yuta's arm and tries hitting him point blank, but he weaves, and Euro's gonna hula hoop the attack around and launch it right back. He then turns to her rushing, and here comes Yuta's useful homegirl Rika again, delaying her attack so Yuta can get in close and have her in a critical position. But also in that time, Uro used sky manipulation to bend reality and stave off Rika's punch, and it acted as a defensive barrier, allowing her to 1v1 Yuta. Then she warps reality to make Rika hit Yuta square in the chest, causing her to go into a Broly rage, throwing repeated down airs until she said, you know what, come here, grabs her and slams her on her back and throws her away.
You should
But
have
she
did
hurt
that.
reality, making her momentum go the other way, and the camera cuts right before impact. And now we get back to Yuta throwing hands. Ryu is gonna come up slowly, holding a finger up in the air like he Michael Jackson. With the beam spinning around him, this dude is so JoJo coded, it's crazy. He runs right to him with the ring, but Yuta blocks it with his Genos arm, gets pushed back, and Ryu's gonna run in again.
This a fight.
But this time, Yuta's gonna time his entrance, putting him in the ring, and he squares up with Ryu.
Ooh,
Yuta blocks
bro, that's
the left
disrespectful
hook,
how
then
he did
then
that.
ducks the left into a spinning kick, and Ryu blocks it. Meanwhile, up above, Uro uses sky manipulation to make Rika punch herself, and the cameraman brings us back down to a weaving Yuta. He ducks a left, veers off a right, then dodges a left hook, displaying defensive greatness right now as they give us a better angle for us to see him weave a right hook, duck under, and weave the left.
Dang,
he tries
yeah, he
attacking
do got
himself,
some good
but Ryu blocks, weaves the
defense.
right, and weaves the wheel kick, making the total amount of hits in this ring to amount to 0. So Uro has to come in with the third party, dragging Rika down with sky manipulation, breaking up the fight, and then she uses thin icebreaker to flatten her opponents beneath them. But Rika is able to protect Yuji through all of it, and after, she throws Yuji up for the get back.
Okay. Get your get back.
He flies right to her, ripping pieces out his hair, and sends in these weak ass Kid Icarus NPC mobs right at her. And this is where another show of Yuta's great IQ comes into play. He threatens to shout net spin lyrics, causing her to cover her ears, and he runs up while her guard is completely down. And he uses Drew's ability in using the mobs orbiting around her, allowing for guaranteed slash attacks. And Yuta still comes in for a punch, but she was able to block the attack with sky manipulation. And while Yuta is fighting her, the camera's gonna pan right back to Rika fighting Ryu, just in the building going at it. They end up breaking out the building, and Ryu blasts Rika out the way, causing a three-way standoff. So now I'm leaning forward in my chair, because they do a three-way domain extension.
He cooked right now, ain't he?
Why is he holding his face like that? He looking like Uzi, who always sad about something. Meanwhile, Ryu and Yuro are hype as shit to run some hands. We got so many people in this anime that are spiritually like Goku. They just love to box. I still can't forget Sukuna's face when he was fighting Maharaga, just happy as hell. The ball consolidates, and I really thought we were in for cinema. But out of nowhere comes in Kuroroshi. Comes in to shatter the domain, causing all 4 of them to free fall. And just look at him while he's free falling. He got his arms folded
This
like he
ugly
really
roach
gotta do
came
something.
in.
They land, and Yuta wasted no time, instantly sneaking Uro, while the roach lunges in and cuts Uro at the arm. And Rika comes in to take a yomp at
the
it.
naked
Oh
girl
my
arm?
goodness, they doing shit crazy.
You need to get
Had her
checked at the
standing
hospital, my
damn.
guy.
Confused as hell as to why 3 people just collectively decided to attack her. And to put the cherry on top, Ryu's gonna fire a beam, and it decimates her, taking her out to fight. And Kuroroshi's exit was not as extravagant as his entrance, cause Yuta just sneaks behind and one-shots him out the fight. And now it's just Yuta and Ryu standing off against each other. Ryu's gonna point a finger gun at him like he charging up a spirit gun. And Yuta's gonna hit his own stance to charge up his cursed energy. After a few exchanges of words and Ryu's fat ass talking about some dessert, they fire beams at each other, and the beam struggle is looking majestic, giving me flashbacks to #thatanime. With the purple and blue going at it, and of course, Vegeta still manages to spiritually lose, with the purple beam getting overpowered, and the impact causes the smoke to fill the area. And we see another beam getting charged right back up in the smoke. It fires, and we see Yuta simultaneously run out to the side, and it's revealed that it was Rika who fired the beam. But her attack is not as strong, so he's able to block it with one hand, and turn to the running Yuta and fire at him. Yuta's gonna run forward, and he has one last trick up his sleeve. Sky manipulation. And if you're wondering how he has her powers it was because of Rika.
Sky manipulation?
Arm off a girl. She's done it again. Found another way to help. Another way to be of use. Someone tell Yamcha to take notes. He's gonna redirect the attack upwards, leaving that boy Ryu in shock. And then Yuta hits him with a thin icebreaker, pushing him back, and Rika's gonna come in with a down. But hold on though, if you peep the motion that Yuta did, it wasn't that boy head. And it wasn't Yuta on his real steel timing either. But we'll get more into that later. After the down smash though, Yuta charges up a thin icebreaker, but the time runs out, meaning the move is cancelled out.
That boy done touched his abs.
Rendering her
He
power
wanted to
null.
touch his abs.
Who is somehow still conscious after taking a heavy attack to the dome, is gonna knock Rika and Yuta right off him, and Rika completely fades away. So now Yuta's left with the true one-on-one.
Now
He was able to block, but the punch left his hand glitching, making Ryu think he's free eats. But he's not done yet, as he ducks and kicks him right in the chin. Ryu's gonna return with a shot to his liver, and just like Piccolo and Android 17 in that legendary fight, they're gonna stand there going hit for hit, doing the iconic punch trick
this how I like it. This how I like it.
Versus Vegeta. Then he tries for a left. Yuta weaves, grabbing him and hitting him with this emote, and from the sky comes a giant blue beam. Had me thinking Vegeta came into third party, but it wasn't. It was related to that arm motion earlier, because before the timer ran out, he curves the beam down.
He timed
so
it.
the whole time they were boxing, Yuta was making sure to keep him towards the edge, so he could hit him with the grab and bathe him in the attack. And yeah, after all that, he was gonna zestily say I'm full and fall to the ground. And that's how Yuta won. And yeah,
that was good right there, bro. That was good. I ain't gonna count, bro. That was good. That was a good fight, though. What y'all think about that, though?
I love Yuta's coffee technique.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love the fighting. Now I love jumping. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I love the jumping. You can't beat them, join them. I'm here for it.
Hey, I need a girl like that that's down to ride. You know what I'm saying? We in the hood. Hey, about to get jumped. She pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We fighting, though. You know what I'm saying? I need
said
that.
It's for life, and I love that.
She was a gangster, though, at the end of the day. But what you think about that, Jasmine? Oh, this your first time.
I think it was a lot.
Yeah, she was looking like, dang, okay. What about you, Rosie?
So, the anime that I watch is like My Happy Marriage, like where it's like very Cinderella, you know, very calm. That was a lot of fighting.
So you ain't in the gangster stuff, you know what I'm saying? We pulling up sneaking, you know what I'm saying? We on that type of time, man. For real. Yeah. So what you think about that, Rosie?
For me, it was hard to follow. I just feel overstimulated.
Overstimulated. Yeah. Ooh, okay. What about you, Shalani?
It was definitely a lot, but I like the basketball references, and I'm not sure what he did to piss everybody off, but I hope he don't do it again.
For real. Azzure?
This might be controversial right now because there's a lot of Yuta hate going on, but that's my goal right there. I fucks with Yuta.
Yuta did his thing, but hey, we ain't get no fair fight. We ain't get no fair fight all the way. Towards the end, we did. Towards the end, we did.
Anime, though. Is any fight fair in anime? Like, come on now.
Dang, god dang. So, hey, I know y'all probably in the comment section, y'all probably like that fight because of the naked woman, don't you? That's probably what it is that was in there. She need to put on some clothes. Okay, that's what we gotta say. But anyway, man, that was a great fight. I ain't gonna cap. I was into it all the way, man. God dang, that was like my homie in there. You know what I'm saying, bruh? You better beat his ass. You feel me? That's how.
That was one fight.
Huh?
That was one. See,
that was like 3 fights. That was the last fight. That was the last fight right there. It was like 3 fights all together. It was just showing, but that fight was like the biggest one. That fight was like the biggest one towards the end. But I like how he could put on that ring, but he only got 5 minutes. He only got 5 minutes with Shorty. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes. That's it. But
that's all you need.
Right,
that's all you need. Finish the job. Finish the job. But anyway, man, y'all follow these beautiful ladies, man. Y'all must follow them to bring them back. back, man. Join the membership, man. Hit that like, hit that sub, man. Click on this video, man. We about to react to that Invincible Man, man. This right here, man. We out, man. Peace.